it's hard to make much distance because there's something at every turn seeming. Oh gosh, that scared me. Oh wow, look at this. Wow, this is a cool one. Wow, look at that. Everything's frozen solid that wasn't in my sleeping bag. It's gonna take some time to thaw. It is cold this morning. I waited in my tent till basically the sun was about to hit. I'd say it was a pretty good read that this was gonna get the first sunlight in the canyon. The old ones knew it too because they built right over there under that overhang. Well, I'm gonna get some breakfast going, but it's gonna take a little while to get things thawed out. Scrambling up some eggs this morning. Healthy dosage of butter in there. Some refried beans now. It's gonna be a little kind of Mexican inspired. I don't know. The tortillas are all ripped up, so I'm just gonna rip them up in there. So you can call it a breakfast burrito in a pot. Got the cheese and the verde salsa from last night. Well, before I pack up the tent, let's go look at this other structure I saw last night. Wow, this is a cool one. You can already see, again, some like decorative stuff outside of the door. There are so many big graineries in this canyon. I mean, they were farming the heck out of this place. Very different construction techniques than some of those we saw yesterday. This is known as wattle and daub. You can see the sort of the wood that was the frame, the structure of this, covered over with this plaster. Still got the original fibers there that they tied it all together with. All right, let's get going. I'm excited to see what we're gonna find today. Oh wow, look at this. There's rock art up under there. I've been moving really slow and I paused here because sort of, strange, but it seems like maybe a little seep that comes out of the canyon up here. And so I was pausing and really looking closely, and then bam, my eye spotted it. There's a lot that's really hard to see nowadays. Some kind of a bird there, maybe a quail, a turkey, who knows? Maybe even the impression of a big foot down there. I see 5 toes. I mean, if that is a foot, man, that thing's huge. Let me show you guys my hand with it. It would be a big foot these days, but back then, that would have been a huge foot. I've got a size large hand. Again, I don't know that it is for sure, but it does kind of look like that footprint we saw yesterday. You know, centuries ago when this canyon was really inhabited, it definitely was a wetter environment. So I wonder if this little seep here was a pretty reliable, significant spring back in the day. So right below the panel, I spotted this little, this is something odd. It's a bone, charred. You can see how it's blackened like that. And if it was just a white bone, I would think it was just some animal that had deceased here, you know, sometime in the last, who knows. But the fact that it's charred, I don't know, like a hunting offering or something. Shirt. Oh, there's a couple here. There must be something nearby. Hello?
Mr. Drifter, you've just won the lottery. If you send me your bank account info, I'll deposit your $1 million into your account immediately.
Can we all agree that spam and privacy theft has gotten completely out of control these days? Let me tell you guys a personal story real quick. Evelyn and I are considering buying our first home sometime in 2025. A couple months ago, I filled out an online mortgage application. Take a look at this. For the next 3 days after I submitted that, my phone rang nonstop with dozens of spam calls. Once that died down, the spammers tried another tactic. I was flooded with random texts about healthcare options, phantom Amazon packages, and fake job offers. If you've ever found yourself in the same situation, here's what's happening. Companies collect our phone numbers, addresses, emails, browsing history, literally everything. Next, they sell our information for big bucks to data brokers, who then sell it to advertisers and scammers. Thankfully, the sponsor of today's video, Incogni, has recognized this problem and created a solution. Incogni fights on my behalf. After identifying data brokers who have my info, Incogni contacts them and continues contacting them until they remove my info from their database. Doing this on your own would take hundreds of hours. Incogni does it automatically and keeps doing it. And the peace of mind that it restores is priceless. Take your personal data back with Incogni. Use code DESERT at the link below and get 60% off an annual plan.
Oh, yeah. Like clockwork, man. No, I thought that was a notch there. It's like the whole front side just blown out here. Oh gosh, that scared me. There's a dead bighorn sheep right here. Oh gosh, that creeped me out. Ugh. Not sure what happened to him. Looks like disease, maybe. I don't see any signs of an animal kill, like a mountain lion or something. That's a first. I don't think I've ever seen a dead sheep out here. I've seen live ones. I've seen dead deer before. Oh wow, look at this potsherd here. That is really pretty. You don't see that style too much. Another one. Holy cow, they're everywhere. Well, I'm just moseying along. It's hard to make much distance because there's something at every turn seeming. It is darn right hot out here in the sun right now. I mean, I know I'm not used to warmer temperatures because it's the winter, but gosh, it feels like there's a 30-degree temperature swing just in a couple hours. That's a big overhang. I'm walking this ledge. I saw something white under here, and now that I'm getting closer, I thought maybe it was a pictograph, but no, it looks like just some natural thing. Yeah. Ooh. That's definitely a little biface, it seems. Some old tool. In comparison to some places in canyons, it seems like, you know, it was a fairly maybe stable environment, prosperous times in here. Could be a wild goose chase, but I think it's worth going up to that overhang up there. No, you know what? Might be a good snack stop, but might have got skunked. Nada, but maybe a good spot for a snack break. I'm surprised. Look at this. There's even this far down the canyon. There's water. A little bit. Enough. It's getting deeper. Oh wow, that's legit. Holy cow. Well, that's good to know for the future. It's gorgeous. Beautiful day. I was just about to say it's been a dry spell, which it kind of has been, but then I saw this. Petroglyphs up there. And in my mind, I was reflecting the fact that the canyon's getting a lot more rugged. It's harder to travel, it's slower, and so it's not very good for farming. You know, it wouldn't have been, it's all rocky and stuff. And the Puebloan people who've been leaving all the structures that we've been seeing behind, you know, they probably wouldn't have built stuff here because they weren't farming. But there were people before them, and still, undoubtedly, they were traveling the canyon. So let's see if we can see who might have left these petroglyphs up here. Oh, look at this pinion sap here. It's one of my favorite. It's almost like gum, you know. It's by far my favorite scent out here in the desert. It's kind of like a honey-infused pine, and it had a lot of uses to the native people. I could clamber up there if I needed to, but I don't think I'll have a great angle, so let me get the drone out. You guys see the process every time I have to get a drone shot? It's a pain sometimes, but can't deny the footage is epic. Look at the short sleeves in January. Insane. I was freezing my butt off 5 hours ago. See some, yeah, a lot of big timber. Some of them charred up. Oh. Big vertebrae. These might be cattle here. Yeah, that's maybe a cow. I don't know. They're blackened, sort of like they were burned though. Oh, look at this. This is cool. A potsherd scatter, this one. Just sitting right out here. I mean, whatever this was, it was pretty good size. I mean, those are big timbers. Huh. Let's walk along this face a little ways and see if there's anything else. It seems like there's got to be something more up here because there's still a fair amount of potsherds. It's kind of a weird, look at that, like a big fin jutting up. Put in perspective where this is. It's kind of located up out of the canyon bottom. Holy cow, it's the real deal. Look at that. Way up there. There's like 1, 2, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, if I count it right. Man, those are high. I gotta get back for a better vantage. I mean, that's a good ways off the deck. I mean, there is a little ledge, like a little platform. This stuff, I mean, it's like straight up sheer rock climbing. They must have had a ladder to get up to that ledge. Looks like, where was it? Man, it's faint. There's like two, they almost look like eyes right there. Right in the middle. They're very hard to see. I wonder what that is. That is really remarkable. I felt like there had to be more, and sure enough, that's a big panel up there. Wow, this is probably very hunting focused. Tons of animals. And down here there's like 6 atlatls. There's a lot to see. Just looking at that, what do you guys suppose that is? I mean, it's got 4 legs. You would think an animal, but man, that is not like any animal I've ever seen. Same with this. It's like got a beak and yet 4 legs. I don't know. Lots of bighorn sheep. Some of that's very recognizable. That might be a dog. So these are what really caught my attention at first. So we've got the sheep going into basically 2 clusters of atlatls. Each of them have 2 big ones with a small one there on the side. And these are tall. I mean, there's my hand. Just to put in perspective, I mean, that's probably 5 feet tall. And then at the very end, whole panel, bam, that. Studying this closer, I'm seeing a few things I missed at first. So there's this cane here, right? I think I remember reading once that those have been found in certain burial sites. I don't remember what. I don't really remember anything else about that. Up here, there's a human foot. Pretty interesting. Then a short ways down, it's definitely a cat print. 4 paws, there's no claws, so maybe supposed to represent a mountain lion. If the walls could talk.